ರೋಚೇವಾ ಆರೆವರುರ ನೀನು ವಿನಾ ರಘುವರ. Obsessed with superheroes, obsessed with Marvel movies, anything with anything supernatural in it, please count me in. I really do want to be my own science superhero.
Joining me is Gitanjali Rao, scientist, inventor, 15-year-old to be the first ever on the cover of Time magazine. Many thanks for joining us, Gitanjali. How are you feeling? What did you feel when you first got to know that you're going to be on the cover of the Time magazine?
Yeah, I was so beyond excited, but also humbled and honored to be in this cover of Time magazine among so many fantastic people, as well as among the finalists for Kid of the Year, many of which are my friends who are also doing amazing things to tackle blood problems.
Gitanjali, there are a lot of things that you've done because of which you are where you are. If you could tell us, a lot of kids watching the show, a lot of people who are watching the show really want to know what is it that you've been working on, and the things that bring you where you are today. In terms of your innovations, not one, two, but 6 major innovations. Could you just briefly tell us exactly what those innovations are?
Yeah, so a lot of my innovations have ranged from just an idea format to fully functioning prototypes. I'll tell you 3 of my biggest ones that have garnered the most recognition. First is Tethys, which helps to detect lead in drinking water faster and more inexpensive than the current tools out there today. Secondly is a device called Epione, which helps to diagnose prescription opioid addiction using the latest developments in protein detection. And lastly is my service Kindly, which is able to detect and prevent cyberbullying at an early stage. And it uses the developments in artificial intelligence and machine learning. And currently I'm going back to water to look at parasitic detection using genetic engineering, as well as looking at how we can detect for biocontaminants in water using bioelectric sensors. Actually, a lot of the inspiration that I've drawn is from India. So looking at the water quality in India actually helped me understand how much of a widespread problem lead in water is, especially in India, as well as looking at now parasitic compounds, how many people in places in rural India who don't have clean water to drink, which is so beyond saddening and such a tragedy that people don't have clean water to drink, because everyone has the right to clean water.
When you talk about problems that you see in India, is it you sitting in America looking at developments in India, or have you also looked at and are connected with family here and so really know the real problems?
Every time I go there, it's something new that I learn. While it is first starting out sitting in the US looking at problems, it's actually turned into going to India, really experiencing things firsthand. For example, when I was much younger, I was actually told to go get water with my cousin from a well, and so that my grandma could boil it so that all of us could drink. And we walked a very far distance to go get the water, and I remember taking a sip of it, and for the next week I was sick. I couldn't. It was one of the hardest experiences of my life at that young age. When I was like 4 or 5, I was so sick and I had a fever, and it still has stuck with me for this day about why the importance of clean water is so important, not only for people in the US, but for people all over the world.
Talking about your innovation, cyberbullying, how did you come up with it? Why did you come up with it? Was there a personal experience of being bullied or seeing your friends being bullied?
Where I live in Denver, Colorado, US, we have the highest rate of teen suicides. And most of them are actually due to cyberbullying. And something like that is so beyond scary, and it's like something that could happen to anyone every single day. So I realized that I needed to do something before it was too late. I wanted to create a safer internet, a safer way that people could talk to each other. So that's what I did.
Is there a funny moment or an interesting memory of yours where your mother was really startled with a question that was, many in India would say, out of syllabus?
Yeah. The biggest thing, I'm going to tell you, the funniest story I've had is when I was about 11 years old, and I asked my mom for carbon nanotubes for my birthday. and she didn't know what it was. She didn't know where to get it. I sent her all the links and said, please just order this for me. And she did. And it was the funniest birthday of my life because nobody knew why I was asking for it or what I wanted to do with it. But yeah, that birthday changed my life forever.
Other things that you do apart from sciencing?
I do a lot of different things. I dance Kathak and I sing Carnatic music. Apart from that, I fence, I bake, I draw a lot, I write a lot. You name it, I've actually done it probably at one point in time, but I've stuck with some things that every day I find a new experience out of.
Inspirations in India? Gitanjali, anyone particular, any person from family or outside of family?
Yeah, my biggest inspiration in India is actually Indira Gandhi. I do have the same birthday as her, which is so humbling to me personally, is to be born on the same day as her. But I think just her work and her leadership is something that I hope to embody someday. And she's just a passionate and excited role model for me. And I hope to follow in her footsteps, and I hope to be just as powerful as she is. And of course, my grandparents and my cousins who have been huge supporters of my journey.
Let's talk about Indian cinema. Do you follow it? Do you watch it? Any favorite heroes? Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, you name it.
I do. There's like, it's hard for me to follow when they're talking so fast. But you know, subtitles are always a thing, so that makes me really happy. I did recently meet Shah Rukh Khan, who was the most selfless and exciting person that I've ever talked to. Priyanka Chopra tweeted me out, put me on Instagram, and her work, not only with her acting, but her inspiration towards, you know, being a UNICEF ambassador, working with a lot of students everywhere, and just being such an amazing role model and activist is inspiring to me.
You said in one of your interviews that you want to be a science superhero. Talking about superheroes, I see that you follow a lot of these superhero characters or watch the movies. Tell us a little more about what kind of science superhero do you want to be?
Yeah, I love superheroes. Just like you said, I'm following so many superheroes, whether it's on social media, whether it's through movies. I've obsessed with superheroes, obsessed with Marvel movies, anything with anything supernatural in it, please count me in. I really do want to be my own science superhero. And that's not just in terms of what I'm creating and how I'm empowering other students to be scientists, but also for, you know, my own, just who I am as a person and just my excitement towards solving problems. And I think that that's why I want to be a superhero. I see this selfless aspect to each and every one of them, in which what they do is to solve problems. They're superheroes, they're solving problems, they're helping people, but I'm helping people through the forms of science and technology, using what I know as a catalyst for social change. And for lasting words, I think if we're still on the topic of superheroes, obviously with great power comes great responsibility. And I'm seeing that so much right now is, no matter what happens, I know that I will continue to keep innovating and I will continue to keep going, because responsibility is such an important thing when it comes to these things. If I do want to continue doing good, and this is just another step of my journey towards solving and eradicating some of the biggest world problems. Go out and follow my dreams. And my dream was to make an impact on the world. And that's exactly what I hope I'm doing, is using my science and technology, using what I excel in to create positive change, to create an impact for those who need it.
Thank you so much.